Hi, Strathcona County. I'm your Mayor, Rod Frank, and it's time for virtual coffee. And today I'm delighted to introduce Tricia from the Strathcona County Library. And Tricia is a information specialist. I hope I got that right. Tricia, why don't you say hi?
You sure did, yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Tricia, and yes, I'm an information specialist at the Strathcona County Library. I work in adult services and mainly with digital literacy.
Well, welcome to virtual coffee. So, uh, yeah, physical distancing and using technology is so important. But our library is much beloved in Strathcona County and Sherwood Park. So we got to cut right to the chase. What has this meant to the library, and what has it meant to your patrons? I'm one of them, but I just want to hear from you.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we've had to close the library to patrons, and so we are unable to lend out physical items right now, but we're still able to lend out our digital resources. And so we're working very hard on getting as much as we can for our patrons and making it as easy access as we can for those patrons.
So this pandemic comes along really on March 11th. Things really start to snowball. And I think by the weekend, the library had decided they had to shut down. Am I correct on that?
Around yes, March 14th? Yeah. I think I was working that Saturday, and then it was decided that was about the end of it. Yeah.
So these are the types of things that really made people feel that we were in a different world, because this is so important to people's daily routine going to the library. So what is the plan the library's come up? How have you addressed that? How do we address people's needs in this area?
So probably the greatest resource that our library have is our amazing staff. And so people have been working overtime just to try and get resources that our patrons can use, especially now with school being out. Parents are looking for resources for their children, for school and just for entertainment. So we've done a lot to make our digital resources accessible, and also making library cards accessible. Before the pandemic, not everyone had a chance to get a library card, and so we've made it very easy for people to phone in and get library cards without being physically able to get here.
Okay, so the library isn't physically open, so to speak, but it's virtually open, and there's still services available. And what's the best way to access those services?
Absolutely. So we are still available through the phone and through email. So you can phone 780-410-8600. You can email us at information@sclibrary.ca. And if you go to the website, there's also a contact us form there that you can use. And that will be answered pretty much immediately, because we've always got, during our operational times, we've always got someone on those phone and email.
Yeah. And I know I've used digital services at the library. It's better than hauling a book around when you're on vacation, for example. So I know it works. Now, how have you adjusted, and how has your staff adjusted to all this?
So we're doing good. As you know, we have a little experience working from home already. So we were able to get moving on things quite quickly. One of the things that we've done is we've taken a little bit of our physical resource budget and put it more towards the digital budget, so that we can kind of bulk things up a little bit as that service is moved more quickly. We've also developed something. Any of the people that come in would have seen the Bestseller Express, and that's physical books that you're only allowed to take out for 7 days. We've moved that into our digital collection, and now you can get bestsellers for only 7 days rather than having them out for the 21 days. That makes that wait list a little bit shorter, and the time that you're waiting for a new item a little bit shorter.
Okay. So this is all very encouraging. I think the library has just carried on, calm, cool, and collected. So you're a great model for us. Any other words we should let the public know about the library?
Well, there's so much available for people through the digital resources. People automatically think of ebooks, so of course we've got those. But there's many other items that we've got available as well. We've got the e-audio books, so books that you listen to. But there's also for example, there's magazines. We've got a program called RB Digital, and you can get all those magazines that you are used to looking at physically online. And the cool thing is you can keep those in your device for as long as you like. So there's not that 21-day limit. So you can go in there and grab as many as you want. We've also got a really cool newspaper vendor called Press Reader. So you can read local newspapers, and you can also read newspapers from all across the world. So as we all know, this is worldwide. And so it's kind of interesting to look at other countries' newspapers and see how they're handling things as well. In addition to that, just our kids' resources are fabulous. Anyone who has kids right now knows it's getting a little crazy and hard to find things for them to do. So we've got a ton of resources on there for kids. And we're also looking at how we're going to do some online programming for our patrons. And that'll be coming up on social media as soon as we get that kind of all ironed out.
Okay, well, that's tremendous. So I'm a voracious newspaper reader, so I will put that on my to-do list. And one of my main hobbies now that I can't go out and go to the gym as much and I can't golf, I can still read. So I'm reading like a maniac these days. I want to thank the library for their fantastic service to Strathcona County, and thank Tricia for appearing with us today. And I'm going to sign off. Just remember, look after yourself, look after your neighbor, and stay safe.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.